Good morning, boomers. The voice here, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to Lady Plants and Trapping Investor out there in the population of the chat box. Happy Friday to everyone. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. We're talking about the Bitcoin price increase today and more. We'll check out the markets and we'll Crip walk with the Crip Walkers. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure you're hitting the buttons for me, guys. Like, subscribe, post notification, ding, 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 button it up. Stay spruced up, guys. Bitcoin on the rise, cracking through that 95. Let's see if we can find the new support level on 95. This is amidst the China-U.S. tensions. It seems like China retaliated for that consulate closing in Houston, and I think they closed some consulates too. And this is where we're at, guys. Right now, it's a cold war, and hopefully, it doesn't turn into a hot one. Hopefully it doesn't, guys. But, the powers that be. The powers that be. Let's go ahead and turn off these coins. Share the screen. You can see the math over here on Coinbase. Will be a trading view. 95.45 and rising. We're top at 96 earlier this morning. And it's looking good. It's looking good. This is in a climate that, this Cold War is increasing, and then we got precious metals going up. Okay, silver booming this week. Finally started selling off yesterday. We're going to check out the math in just a moment. But, these hard assets, the precious metals are on the way up, and then the cryptos are looking sexy. Then you got the tensions increasing, and it seems to me like the stocks are kind of settling down a little bit. Now, I still think the trend is up. Because you got the banks, the Fed throwing out money like a wild man. But things don't go up straight. They go up, they go down. There's dips, dives, and slides. So I think we may be seeing, some sort of a retracement, a little bit of a pullback on the stocks. We've seen some of the stocks started selling off yesterday amongst these tensions. And also, I think there's a European probe into Google and some of the techs companies. I saw some of the tech sell off. I'll get into a play that I'm in for next week on NVIDIA. I'll let you guys know about that. I got into another one. I'm going to be documenting the plays out here, and sooner than later, I'm going to have dedicated videos to that. Good morning to Rafterman. Happy Friday, sir. Looking good on the bits. 95.43. Looking healthy. Very, very healthy. Let's go ahead and run down the crypto markets and see how everything else is panning out this morning. As I keep getting brave ads. Boom, boom, boom. All day long. Let me click this up and go back to CoinMarketCap. Currently at 285 billion, 285 billion on the CoinMarketCap worldwide. Bitcoin dominance at 61.4. Bitcoin steadily increasing at 95.18. But we got Ether is really... I should have just changed the title to Ether on the rise because... right now, it's making more moves than Bitcoin. I'll tell you, Ether. We've said this, and I think everybody pretty much agrees. Ether is that blue chip coin that seems to be leading this next charge. I think the next bull run is going to be led by Ether and the DeFi cousins. You got Ripple is down. You got Bitcoin Cash down. Satoshi Vision down. Ripple at 20 cents. Cash at 234. Cardano's down at 12 cents. Litecoin down at $44. So it seems like only the little blue chippers are pulling ahead this morning. Crypto.com coin moving into the top 10. There we go. I like this one. 14 cents, 14 and a half cents there on Crypto.com. And then Chainlink on number 10, moving up the ranking 769. But there is blood on the streets today. Binance is slipping in the rankings, which is interesting. Binance now number 11 coin. EOS is out of the top 10 at 260. I wonder if it's ever going to come back around. Tezos at 306, Stellar at 9, almost 10 cents, and then Monero at 72. Monero always in the top 20. It's like Monero's a blue chip. It's a blue chip, I would say. Let's see the big gainers today. How about Swipe? How about Flexacoin making more gains? Flexacoin is booming. I'm glad we got into Flexa. Remember, we were thinking about it. We're like, I don't know. And remember, I was like, I don't know about this one. This is the wild card. This thing has really made some serious gains on us. And was it yesterday or the day before? We took half the Flexacoin bag and threw it on Syntex. So yeah, keep an eye on. And we got Ether on the rise as well. So that's good. That's good. Digibyte on the move. I know there's some Digibyte maniacs, so congratulations. Bancor is down, and this is one that we have as well. Bancor, 136 on Bancor. I'm interested in Bancor, and we have it in our portfolio. And if it's down 11% today, it's actually worth a stab, I would say. I think this one's going to stick around. Another one that is down today, it's attractive, is Maker. Maker's down almost 7%. Maker is now once again the top DeFi platform. It has the most capital locked up. And then you got Kava. Kava's been doing well as also. We have this in our portfolio. Kava is at 273 and it's down 6% today. So, maybe picking up more Kava or Maker or Bancor. Those are three that seem to be on a discount today. Rafterman said I was right. Yeah, we were right there with the Flexacoin. I know you were like, yeah, give it a whirl. And everybody said, you know what? Let's give it a whirl. And it did well. We're going to look at that portfolio in just a moment. See how it's performing. But it's doing good. So shout out to Flexa. Let's run down the traditional markets and see how these prices are looking. I was looking at the iShares 20-plus year Treasury Bond ETF, TLT. And you could see this thing made gains after the pandemic struck. Look at how it just went right back up. This is the Treasury bonds 20-plus year. You could look at this as a safe haven when things get ugly. Some money goes into the bonds for a safe haven, and TLT really did well during this crisis. And then once things, well, I wouldn't say they normalized, but it kind of settled down. But if there should be any scare in the markets, keep an eye on TLT. You can see the technicals are looking strong right now. Strong buy. Keep an eye on this one. I may even buy a call or something. I'm keeping an eye on this one. Let's talk about the rest of the markets, because I had an eye on this one this morning. So let me check out TLT, how it's doing, because I'm sensing a little fear in the markets this week. I'm sensing a little fear. And it's a battle between fear and greed. And right now it seems like there's a little bit more fear. You see the S&P in the red now. It's dumping. S&P there at 3235, down 1.23%. There is fear in the market today. Dow dumping at 1.3% at 26,652. Crude oil is green. Let's look at the metals real quick here. Metals been doing very well. They're back in the green as well. Gold there at $1,900. It looks like in a clear path to 2,000. Silver at $23 when it was just under $20 not too long ago, just a few days ago. I was looking at more silver coins yesterday. I'm pretty honest with you. I was like, let me know before this. I think silver is really going to, it's already booming, but this thing may go to 30. We looked at the charts. Back in 2012, it went to 50. So keep an eye on silver. It's interesting, the precious metals and the cryptos are doing well. If we can avoid a complete meltdown on the stocks, and if there's a little pressure and there's some downward movement, I think that's ultimately good with this global uncertainty for precious metals and the cryptos. Obviously, look, if it's a meltdown and there's a sell-off like there was in March, everything's going to get clapped up, including metals and Bitcoin. But, right now, if there's a slow bleed on the stocks, you see some money moving over there to the metals, to cryptos. So ultimately, it seems like it's kind of good for them. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Let me know what plays you're in, and I'll talk about that NVIDIA play that I got into. And, I've been selling calls, selling puts on the BTC, and I'm doing good. I got an order there. I'm trying to sell a put. It hasn't gotten filled as of late at 7,500 for December 2020. I already got one contract filled. But I'm trying to get another one filled. Kaboom. Peter Schiff said gold rising is a clear sign of trouble ahead. Yeah, I mean, Peter Schiff is always going to talk about gold. I mean, that's all he ever talks about. Gold, 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 and, everything's gold. And, the economy's going to melt down, so get gold. He's been saying this for 10 plus years. I mean, I followed the guy for a long time, and then he's a hater on Bitcoin. So some of the stuff he says is true, but, he's been singing this tune for I don't know how long. I think since before the 2008 crisis. I've been seeing Schiff around for a while. But, there's some truth to what he says. There is some truth. Look, we can all agree here. I don't think all of us can agree, but the majority of us can agree. I mean, the system that we're under right now is funny bunny. There's holes in the boat, and it's illegitimate. I mean, it's not based on true value. It's based on inflation. It's based on debt. It's based on funny bunny. It's based on a lot of funniness. Okay, let me throw the bunny out. So, I understand where some people's criticism comes from because I get it. I mean, I get it. It's one of the reasons I got into Bitcoin to begin with because I see the funny bunny-ness in the legacy system. So, Bitcoin attracted me. But I don't think Bitcoin is, going to save everybody either. Unfortunately, crypto's funny bunny too. There you go. See, we were kind of thinking of it in the same way. I don't think crypto's funny bunny, but I don't think it's going to save everybody. You see what I'm saying? So, it's definitely a little bit, seems more honest than the legacy system, but there's holes in the boat. My coin guy at home hates the bits and all crypto. See, that doesn't make any sense to me because to me, it's like coin guys and crypto guys should get along. They're like, there was a community, maybe it's still there on Steam. That was called Steam Silver Gold Community. It was like a crypto community and precious metal community. And, I like that one. I actually got some Steam coins, some collector's items from that community or whatnot. So, that's what I would argue. If you're into metals, if you're into, hard assets, why not be into Bitcoin too? It's just a digital equivalent. So, for those coin heads that hate on crypto, it doesn't make much sense. I mean, we have a lot more in common than one might believe. Trap Talk TV's here. Shout out to Trap Talk. But yeah, what's this guy? Schiff, yeah, he's just a Bitcoin hater. And at this point, I think he's hated so much that, like, it's part of his brand. Like, I think he's so invested in hating Bitcoin. It's like his brand is part of that. They are emotionally over-invested in metals. Yeah, I think it's also part about that. Maybe emotionally over-invested and also, just something that you committed. Is that what your brand is? It's like Trump. He could probably have another haircut, but would he change that haircut? No, it's part of his brand. It's not the best haircut, but that's who he is already. You see what I'm saying? It's part of his branding. So with like Schiff, it's like, would he buy Bitcoin? No, he's the Bitcoin hater. It's kind of his brand. That's why people want to hear him talk. Low key, he may even have a bag of crypto, guys. Low key, he may even have a bag of crypto. But, part of the reason people get him to talk is because he's been a Bitcoin hater so much. But yeah, I mean, I like metals and I'm invested in metal, but, not overly invested and not emotionally invested, nor do I think that, metal is going to boom 100x and save everybody. But it's a nice store of value. And we saw how it performed when there was a pandemic. The pandemic struck and there was a sell-off and things they got spooky. Things got spooky and gold rebounded much more quickly than most other underlying assets. Rafterman's not mad at him. He's doing what he's doing, His brand is sell gold. That's just basically what it is. Boom. This is our DeFi portfolio that we're managing virtually here. Total crypto worth at 10.1. We were up a little more yesterday, but we're definitely up about $1,000. We started at 91.50 last Friday, so basically 1,000 up. We got Lend, we got Bancor, we got Comp, we got Flexa making movements. We got Kava, we got Kyber, and we recently added Synthex into the baggy. So yeah, I was doing the more research, and obviously we did a lot of research, and we constructed this on the live stream or whatnot. But I started really breaking down some of the technicals on some of these other coins. And let me tell you, the technicals on Lend look really strong, as they do on Kava. And those are two tokens. I'm still a little weary on Flexa, being where it's traded, and I don't know. I mean, it's making gains, and we got it in our bag, but it's the first one that I sold. If you didn't notice, I sold half that bag and threw it into Synthex, but it's still moving. But yeah, I'm right now. I'll be interested in maybe acquiring more Lend and some more Kava. Shout out to ETH1. So yeah, that's where it's at. Looking good. Compound though has moved down. Look at the price of Compound, 157. At one point, it was like up to $300. The Compound hype kind of died down, right? It was number one. It fell back to number two. Maker's now number one again. Let's pull up DeFi Pulse real quick. We should be pulling up DeFi Pulse almost every day at this point. DeFi Pulse is a resource similar to CoinMarketCap that tracks the DeFi platforms. So check out DeFi Pulse. You can see number one is Maker. They got 22% dominance in the industry right now. Total value locked up on all DeFi platforms is $3.5 billion. Number one platform right now is Maker. Number two is Lend, which is the Aave. And number three is Compound, which is interesting to me. Compound was number one just about a week ago. You got Synthex number four, and then you got Curve, which Jay Parr just mentioned as well. Curve is another platform. Jay Parr says he saw a program called Curve that automatically moves funds around into the highest yielding DeFi platform, Yield Farm Bots. Something kind of similar to that. I don't know how automatic or whatnot, but it does aggregate some of the prices and you can shop around. But my understanding, Curve doesn't have a token. So not everything that I'm showing you here has a token. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. Look at that. There's just so many different platforms. Kyber's one that I like. You know why I like Kyber? Because it stakes Ether. And that's big. That's a big deal. But I think that's a big deal. And I got it. Flexa's moving in the rankings, so don't sleep on Flexa. Balancer is one that I like. Balancer was interesting. And then, of course, Bancor. Loopring was one that stand out. Kyber's one. And yeah, let me link this so you guys check this out, guys. You can do a lot of research here. So Curve currently has no native token, although the team plans to release a CRV token eventually. Each Curve pool has its own ERC20. Curve has most recently been audited in March 2020. So yeah, keep an eye on Curve, Curve.fi. And we've mentioned this before, and then we got Jay Parr mentioning it again now. It's still, it looks like old school Macintosh. It looks like the old school apples in school. Some of you guys are still young, but when they used to have like, it looks like I'm about to play Oregon Trail here, if you know what I mean. But yeah, check out Curve. And I would definitely be interested in picking up that token if they ever actually ship it or mine it or drop it or whatever, however they will create the token. We go check D Live. And then we'll check out the headlines. Now I'm reminded of I seen you guys seen Dr. Fauci out there trying to throw the first pitch. Embarrassment. What an embarrassment that guy is. I can't believe that anybody listens to that little midget. Dr. Fauci. The major league now, there's cutouts, there's cardboard cutouts with fans in the stands. There's fake effects. Like who's going to watch this stuff? I guess, I mean, if everybody's locked down at home, they got nothing else to watch. But yeah, he threw it far left. The guy, come on. I don't know. I'm kind of glad that happened to him. To be honest with you, everybody listening to that little pipsqueak or whatever you want to call him, that little guy, a little runt, and what has he been right about? You know, remember when he was saying, "Don't wear the mask. It's not necessary." Now he's saying, "Wear the mask." And then he's now, I saw him on one of these, where was it, on Yahoo or one of these, saying that he wouldn't get on airplanes. What did he say? Look, Anthony Fauci says that he won't, tells Market Watch, "I would not get on a plane or eat inside a restaurant." But yeah, you're going to throw the first pitch. And like, seriously, if it's really about social distancing and quarantine and staying safe, why are you going to a baseball game? Like, what does that have to do with, like, how you got time to do that? If we're truly, I mean, if you know, people are dying all the time, how do you got time to go throw a pitch at a baseball game? This guy's a doctor, not a celebrity. You see what I'm saying? No, this is out of control. This guy, I don't know why anybody's paying attention to this guy. He's got a weak soy arm. But yeah, you know, he's telling you, I wouldn't go to a plane or eat inside a restaurant, but he sure will go on TV into the stadium to start throwing balls around so that he can get his little, you know, his little airtime. You know, that has nothing to do with anything. What was the point of that other than trying to promote? I don't know what he's trying to do. Yeah, if it was a real risk, why would you go to a sports game? You know, and then you got him here saying he would not go on a plane or eat inside a restaurant, but yet you're going to the sports game to throw the first pitch. You know? Like, what kind of stuff is this? What is this? Fraudchi, yeah. Dr. Fraudchi. This guy's a fraud. What has he said that has been correct? Like, everything's been conflicting with this gentleman. So, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. Shout out to Dr. Shiva, MIT doctor that has been challenging him. He's running for Congress. Shiva's going hard. He wants to debate Fauci. Shiva is a doctor from MIT, and he touts himself as the inventor of the email. I don't know if that's true or not, but he's going hard. Dr. Shiva, I believe he's of Indian descent. It looks like to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know, maybe I don't know where he's from, but I'm guessing he's from Indian descent. Maybe I'm wrong. But that doesn't matter. He's from MIT. He's a doctor. He has, I don't know. He's got a lot of credentials, apparently. And he's been going hard on the social media saying he wants to debate Fauci. And this guy's a doctor from MIT, so he's got credentials. The left has lost their minds. Yeah, I mean, they've lost their minds so much that they're going to start eating their own, guys. They're going to start eating their own. He walked to Florida. This guy Fauci, yes. You know, if it was really that, I mean, how are you going to go out there? You go to the sports game to throw the balls around, right? Because the sports game is for entertainment. That's not essential. And then you go out and say that you wouldn't go on a plane or eat inside of a restaurant, but yet you're going to a sports game to throw around. Lady Plant says she doesn't trust little men. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to say about that. Jigger Rome says the only doctor he listens to is Dr. Dre. West Side. Let me throw Snoop for that. You know. It's still DRE. But yeah, this little guy, Fauci. How's anybody going to believe this guy? And how has Donnie kept him on his team? Let me tell you, Donnie's folding his card. Donnie looking soft out there now. Now, as soon as he gets a little wind that his numbers are not doing good, this guy is going to pander too. Donnie is not anybody's savior. I told you guys he wasn't anybody's guy. I mean, look, he's tougher than the left, but guys, it's a good cop, bad cop routine, okay? One thing that none of them are going to criticize is how the Fed keeps issuing money and buying out everything, guys. That's the bottom line here. Okay, they fight back and forth like children, but nobody's going to criticize the Fed. Fauci is a little and evil. I don't trust the Fauci guy. Come on. I knew from the very beginning. He's Jesuit all day long, guys. Up and down. Shout out to a bit Papa. I see you. I won't get on a plane or go to a restaurant yet. I'm showing up for the first pitch at the Nationals game. Who is this guy? Like, seriously. Like, this guy should be fired. Like, what are you doing? You should be working. What are you doing? In the real world, you can give Fauci and Gates a wedgie and push them in the pool, but because they're in a club, people respect them. Shout out to KC. I know you got that from Owen Benjamin, and it's true. It's true. I mean, these are the type of guys that you could just, in a normal setting, you give him a little wedgie and throw him in the pool. Who is this Fauci guy? Come on, in a normal setting in real life, who's gonna respect the little guy? Okay, give him a wedgie and throw him in the pool. Seriously, because it's like they don't even deserve like real anger. It's like it's a joke. They need to be clowned. It's like they don't even need to be approached with violence and anger. They need to be joked and clowned and shamed. Okay, it should be more of a joke than anything. Yep, Champagne knows. You know the deal, Casey. I'm tuned in to all the networks. I know what's going on everywhere. That matters for the most part. Shout out to KC, Bit Papa, Lady Plants, and the rest of the boomers out there. Yeah, this guy, this Fraudchi, Dr. Fraudchi out here, guys. Wow, how are you going to go out there and you're out there ruining everybody's life, talking about you got to wear masks, you got to do this. But hey, guys, I got time to get my airtime and go to the Nationals game and throw a pitch. He can't even, the guy, come on, guys. This guy, my 2-year-old son could throw a ball better than this guy. Yeah, at this point, guys, things are so far left that I don't know what the remedy is. I don't know what the remedy is other than the good Lord. But it's true. There's no adults in the room anymore. Also, he didn't even wear a damn mask while he watched the game. Oh, yeah, I don't even know. I didn't go that far. I just saw him throw the pitch. That's all. Shout out to the 3 people over there on D-Live. If we get 2 more, I'll pass out some lemons. Thank you, Furious and ETH1 for the lemons. But yeah, how about that? It just makes no sense. It's like, if you're going to be freaking everybody out, talking about that you're not going to a restaurant, you're not going on a plane, you're not doing all that. Okay, fine. But how are you going to go to the Nationals game and start throwing balls around? I read that in the news this morning that he didn't wear a mask when we watched the game. What is he even doing out there? That's the thing. If you're truly in a pandemic, okay, like they say, and we need to lock everything down, then there shouldn't be any entertainment then, guys. Then we need to hunker down and fix this thing. Then there's no time to play games. Literally. This guy got time to play games. Literally, guys. This guy has time to play games. He wants to tell everybody to wear a mask, to be freaked out, that it's getting bad, it's getting worse, but yet he's got time to go play games. Literally, this is not even like a figure of speech. He's got time to go play games. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You cannot make it up. The guy is telling you that we're in a crisis, yet he's got time to play games. And let me tell you, that also goes kind of for Donnie, too, where he brought everybody to play baseball outside on the White House the other day. I mean, it looks cool for an op or anything, but guys, we need to hunker down and get this situation fixed. All right? The right has no contagious leadership. I don't know what that word is. That's over my head. All laying in a corner in the fetal position. That word is a new one. I've never heard that one, but I assume that it's no good leadership. J Par says nothing wrong with a morale boost. I mean, I understand where it was from, you know, like where it came from. It's like, you know, we're playing with the kids. I get it. It's optics and everything. But listen, guys, I don't need any more propaganda, guys. I don't need it. We need this situation to get fixed already. Back and forth. Donnie's not anybody's guy. Look how he's retreating with the mask. So Donnie is not anybody's guy out here, guys. This is a bad cop, good cop routine. You know, I mean, I was rooting for him. You know, I'm definitely, I wish, you know, I hope, because I don't want Biden. But like at this point, it's clear to me, guys, that come on. NPCs rule the world in toto, champ, says Big Papa. Thank you for the 5. That's right. Joey Ray says, bro, God bless everyone watching and listening. Kagod boom. You got it there, Joey. Thank you so much. God bless you as well. Lady Plants is asking if that's courageous. Yep, people are supposedly dying left and right, bodily piling up in morgues, but yet nurses are dancing and making memes. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's J Mount says 100% must be Trump again. I'm gonna be honest, like, you know, listen, I like the stance of Trump. I like a lot of things, you know. I get it, you know, but come on, guys. You think there's gonna be any difference? Biden is now a tool for the extreme left. Yeah. But listen, they're all tools for the Federal Reserve. That's one thing, whether it's Obama, whether it's Bush, whether it's Clinton, whether it's Trumpy, they're all for the Fed, guys. Okay? That's the bottom line out here. And for you Q-tards out there that think that Donnie is going to dismantle the Fed and put us back on a gold standard, come on, guys. Get out of here. Q is a psyop to make the Patriots calm and make them believe that something's good's going to happen for them. To just basically keep them at bay. If you haven't figured that out yet, then I don't know what else. I work in a lot of high-risk places, and I haven't seen anything really crazy in nursing homes, hospitals, etc. Joey says, you have to choose the lesser of two evils. No, I don't. No, Joey, I don't. I don't have to do nothing. Anything. I don't have to deal with that. Okay? And I think that's where the scam comes with the either you're going left or right. Either you're a blood or a crip. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not dealing with that. But I know what you're coming from, though, Joey, because, I mean, you know, the Biden camp don't look cute, okay? The Biden camp don't look cute. I'll tell you what, though, for the economy, what do you think? If Biden became the president, he would give more power to the Fed, and they print so much money, it would be stock market positive for the short term, at least. Q equals anonymous for alt-right. There you go. The only thing that has changed is the Karens are out of control. I mean, the only thing that's changed is there's more divisiveness and more polarity, but the state, the banks got more control. Forget about the police, the state, forget about it. It's about the banks, guys. The Fed balance sheet has grown. The Fed has issued more debt. Guys, the Fed can issue debt in perpetuity. They can do whatever they want. I don't want Biden. I'm sick of Trump's antics too. Yeah, there you go. I mean, if we don't choose, then we lose. Yeah, we should choose for ourselves. I mean, we don't have to be picking a savior. That's the bottom line. You know who you choose? Jesus Christ. That's who you should choose. A Big Papa says we're divided as a country now. That's part of the scheme. It's critical theory. I mean, I've been showing it to you guys too. Saul Alinsky. Guys, these guys are pulling out straight out of a playbook. It's called critical theory. Look it up. It's right there. You can find it. You can read it. It was published in the early 70s. And I think Alinsky was one of Clinton's major mentors. Choose the Most High in his ways and declare his son. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, oh, you got to choose Trump or Biden. Guys, Trump is not going to do nothing for you, guys. Okay, listen, I like how he sticks it to Hillary. I like if anything, I'll lock you up. But that was all hype too. He's not gonna lock her up, guys. He's not gonna lock her up. Okay, yeah, there may be some celebrities that get locked up. They'll give you a Weinstein, an Epstein, a couple, maybe mid-tier guys, but they're not gonna give you Clinton, guys. Come on. It sounds cool, the whole Q thing. They gave you the list, a lot of celebrities, and everybody gets hype about it. But come on, guys. Yeah, that's the truth. We are the ones that got locked up. You're right, Big Papa. All this, we're going to get him. We're going to lock him up. Come on. We got locked up. I hate to say it, but you got to say the facts out here because some of the Q guys, the Patriots, are good dudes and they see the flaws on the left and they see the flaws, but yet they put more hope into Donald Trump than they do into Jesus Christ. And that's where they go wrong. They're following a false prophet. Let me see D Live. Where's D Live at? 4. I need one more person on D Live. I pass out these. And I guess if I had to see Biden or Trump win, I guess I would say, hey, Trump. But am I gonna go out of my way to campaign for these guys? Come on, get out of here. Give Caesar's what's Caesar's. Let them be. They're gonna go. There's always gonna be people that want to rule the world. There's always going to be people that want to rule the world. There's always going to be haves and have-nots. So anybody trying to give you a communist manifesto to sell you a utopia where everybody's going to be kumbaya is a liar. Pair character punching the air with fist and bump written on his knuckles. $2.99 there from KC. I appreciate that, KC. Thank you so much. J-Man says, fair enough. Yeah, and listen, God bless America, and and God bless Trump too, and Biden for that matter. We all need the Lord. So many deaths around the Clintons. Everyone afraid of that broad. Yeah, how about you guys saw what happened to the judge that got appointed on Maxwell's case? They shot up her son or something like that. It was crazy. Yeah, guys. Yeah, the Clinton death counter. I don't know. It's wild. Thank you, ETH1, for the other lemon and the Furious Cabbage for the lemon. I appreciate that. Cut me another check. I need more crypto. The CARES Act expires today, right? If they don't renew this money for people, it's going to get ugly, guys. I'm going to tell you that much. Right now, people have been coasting on this extra $600 unemployment. But once they cut off the money, the mask may come off, if you know what I mean. drop me a comment, a question. Let me know what's shaking and baking out there. I'm waiting to see if we get 5 people here on D Live checking out these headlines. And amidst this China tensions, the price of Bitcoin's going up. And as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, listen, if we can avoid a meltdown in the markets and there's some tension, global tension, I think ultimately that's good for metals and crypto. Roger Stone found Jesus after the feds got his dumb ass. Rafterman, Hillary's like Puff Daddy. Everybody dies. Casey says, let's hope that it's true, Bit Papa. Whatever it takes. We only got 3. Now we're waiting on... Did we have 4 or 3? Yeah, give me one more guy over here. Look, all I got to do is this. Leave this distribute reward thing up. I'm sure somebody will come into the box. But yeah, how about Fauci? This guy Fauci. Wow. Incredible. China orders U.S. to close consulate as payback for Houston. Beijing ordered the closure of U.S. consulate in Chengdu, a city in southwestern China, retaliating against Washington's decision to shut down. And yet Donnie told you, okay, Donnie told us that we were going to have a hell of a deal with China. A big deal. A big deal's coming with China, big deal. And what we're getting is nothing but a deal. We're not getting a deal. Okay, this is, we may get a straight up war. There could be a war with China soon. The consulate stuff happening now mirrors what happened in the run up to World War II. Yeah, I said that, we may be looking at like another Vietnam out here, and I hope not, honestly, but, wake up. Don't, Donnie's out here. No, we're going to get a deal, a big deal, because I'm doing... It's no deal, guys. There's no deal. And let me tell you, China's had our number for a minute. China's been hunkering down, making products, and, they took over us. We're out here playing around, watching porn out here, and they became militant. And, J-Man says won't be a war. Hopefully not, J-Man. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Little men are sneaky. I don't trust them. They fib and suck a slap you, says Lady Plants. Trump keeps referring to the China virus. Stupid talk causes tension and other nations are watching. Yeah, I think it's part of the script, though, Bit Papa. I think that this is part of the script. This is part of the script. Listen, I think... we could agree. I don't, the people that represent countries, the people that represent China, the people that represent, the people that lead, that's the better word. The people that lead these countries, China, U.S., the major countries, they don't represent the people. Like, they don't represent the people. Like, come on, like it's not it's like they're on their own script. That's right. It's a script. That is really Donnie for the people, or is he for his interests? Okay, which may coincide with some people, but everywhere it's apparent to me that you have the elites that they look out for each other. The elites are not responding. They're not doing it for the people. They do it for the elites. So, for all you know, Z and Trump, I mean, they're homeboys. I mean, they hanged out more than we've ever hung out with Trump or any of these people. Agree with Bit. No need to call it China virus, even though it did originate there. Yeah, it's part of the script, though. It's like, it's a neuro-linguistic programming, and then they're doing the same thing in China. In China, they're blaming it on the U.S., and who knows who's to blame? What does it really matter? It's like, it seems to me like their plan is unfolding. It's a stage. They're actors. Some are actually good at their part. Some are even good actors in this soap opera. You're right. I think so. Like, for us to think that these people really represent the middle class in their countries, no, they don't. They just represent the elite interests. Okay, the elite interests. Their interests are more in line, the elite people that run these countries, than the interests of the people that they claim to represent. I mean, Trump's character, whoever he is, really funny at sometimes. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things I like about it. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things, too. I mean, like, I'll criticize, but I'll also praise. But to think that anybody at the very, very top of these pyramids is not anything short than a tool for the elites. I mean, they're not there for the people, guys. You don't get up there to the top ranks being for the people. Glad to see all these woke boomers. Shout out to Bit Papa. Appreciate you. And you say these types of things, and some Trumpers are like, oh, because they want to believe. It's like all they got left is Donnie, And I pray for him. I really do. I pray for this country. I pray for him, and for that part, I pray for these lefties too. They've been so misled. You're a good man, champ. Keep up the good work. Thank you, J-Man Jr. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's just a character, though, for sure. These are the same sick bloodlines from way back in Scripture, says Casey. Yeah, and he actually referred to that in something about, oh, well, if you believe in that bloodline things. Like, he actually said that in a recent speech. Maybe you guys would want to pull up. Trump said this. So, yeah, this stuff is real, guys. It's absolutely real. The bloodlines and all that. We should all be praying for these leaders. Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm like, the situation that they're in, they got their own problems too. And who knows, what karma they have or not. And let's say it's a very, very tangled problem. That's the word. It's very tangled. I'll take a peek one more time on DLive. I only got 3 people. All right. I'll give out the lemons anyway. So send me a meme or something. Let me throw a building 7 on you guys. Let me throw a triggered on you guys too. Oh, now we got 4. That's good. All right. Building 7. 2 planes brought down 3 buildings. 2 planes brought down 3 buildings. Is what they tell you. Let's do it, guys. Head over there to DLive and let's distribute these rewards. 30 seconds. Let's go. ETH1 is the big winner today. 52 lemons for ETH. Thank you, ETH. Thanks for tuning in. Sent you a super champ, says Rafterman. Thank you. I did see it. I think I acknowledged it. Let me make sure that I did. Hold on one second. KC, thank you for the $2.99. I appreciate that. And Bit Papa, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. No, it's not coming up here, Rafterman. Let me keep going up. And I think I saw it too. I see Bit Papa's. I didn't come up here. No, Rafterman, I don't see your super chat. That's all good though. I see your the right has no courageous leadership, and it was no courageous, and I was like, no, Rafterman's hitting me up with a new word. I've never heard that one before. Rafterman pulling out the dictionary on me, and it was just a typo. I'm like, Rafterman says no courageous leadership, and I'm like, oh, all right, he's throwing. I've never heard that word. Do I see your super chat? I don't though, Rafterman. It's all good. You send enough. It doesn't really matter. I appreciate it so much. Yes, I do. I found it right here. It says have a great strong end. I see that one. Thank you so much, Rafterman. Rafterman sends me $2 almost every day, and I appreciate him, guys. Follow Rafterman. I don't think you even post videos. I would say follow Rafterman, but he doesn't post. Just send Rafterman a prayer. He's out there pushing trucks every day, and he's a good dude. I pray God take it easy on so-called leaders' souls because they have no clue the wrath of hell they're all going to endure if they're snakes in the garden. Oh, yeah. Rafterman says it's below the first two. Yeah, I finally saw it. It just kind of slipped my... I see it. Have a great strong end. Thank you to Rafterman out there. Our bro, we're gonna throw Rafterman online soon on another call. We called him about a month ago. It seems like maybe a month or a little bit more than a few weeks ago or whatnot. And he let us know what he's doing with Celsius, how he got into crypto. And I want to call a couple other people before I call back Rafterman. So, if you want me to give you a shout, email me your phone number, champagnecrypto@gmail.com. I'll give you a shout during this live broadcast. Call you from an anonymous number. I'll put the phone up to the microphone. KC says, yeah, I finally figured out D-Live, those CGI planes. Says KC, yeah, the 2 planes brought down 3 buildings. Okay, 2 planes. Yeah, bless Rafterman indeed. Shout out to Dark Party. And I saw it. Lady Plants. It says, have a great strong end. Absolutely. It took me a while to find it, but thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this broadcast and wish everybody an excellent weekend. Make sure you get out there and do something. Have some fresh air or whatnot. Exercise, guys. Exercise. Make sure you're staying physically active. It's more important than wearing a mask is boosting up your immune system and exercising. Thank you, champ, but only God is good. You got it, Rafterman. That's true. Only God is good. You're right. All right, on that note, guys, stay strong out there. I'm out of here. Big Papa says, love all you kaboomers and boomettes. Love to you as well, Big Papa, and everybody in the chat box. Stay strong out there. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll be back. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in.